edible oil being an essential product and a food item, so our demand, depending on the segment, has actually gone up. So, for instance, we are primarily in the sunflower oil category. We also do mustard oil, rice bran oil, groundnut oil. So, these are all oils which are consumed primarily at home. So, actually, home cooking has increased in the last 3 to 4 months because of the pandemic. So, the demand in that segment has actually increased by maybe about 15 to 20%.
Okay.
So, demand wise, that way, that's been favorable for us. But we're also on the palm side, where we're supplying to, for instance, to biscuit companies or snack food companies. Now, again, there, because of at-home consumption has gone up, so it appears that the biscuit companies or the snack food companies have also seen double-digit growth in their demand, so 15-20%. So there, our volumes have done quite well. The only area where would be impacted is the restaurants and the hotels, a lot of whom consume palm oil, where, I mean, it's anybody's guess, but they could be running at maybe 10 to 15% capacity even. We've been able to run in April, of course. Initially, it took us a week or so to get the permissions. The administration, the local administration was very keen also that we run. So we were able to get the permissions fairly quickly. Then we had to set up the various procedures in place, be it for sanitization or the health and safety measures. But ever since then, we've been able to run almost, I would say, at about 80% of our capacity. If you can call it, we are in 3 divisions. One is the retail brand, which goes to the household consumer. So there we have 4 categories of oils. We have sunflower oil, we have kachi ghani mustard oil, we have rice bran oil, and we have groundnut oil, right? And we primarily market these, as I said, in the states of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha, and Karnataka. And now we're trying to sell in Chhattisgarh as well. We're trying to expand a bit slowly. Then we sell to the industrial oils and fats consumers. These are biscuit companies, snack food companies, confectionery companies. So the likes of ITC, Britannia, Parle, Nestle, etc. So that is about 20% of our business. So about 50% of our business is branded, 20% or so is to these industrial consumers, and the rest of the business is ex-tank sales we do to other traders and repackers. Whatever is the excess production that we have from our refineries is sold to other traders or repackers who take the oil and then they may pack it in their brand. So in 2010, when we set up Gemini, there was a very clear focus on the branded side of the business and the value-added side of the business, supplying to these industrial customers, as I mentioned, the ITCs and Britannias of the world. So we wanted to market in the geographies, firstly, where we were comfortable, where we had existing relationships with, the distributors, the trade. That comfort was there. So we started in these geographies, and plus, importantly, there was actually a vacuum. I mean, we were comfortable with sunflower oil. We were comfortable in these territories, and here sunflower oil was beginning to really grow, right? The growth rate of the market itself was double digit, close to 20%, right? Okay. So we started here. We managed to gain number 1 position in Andhra Pradesh in a very short span, then Odisha and Telangana, and we're now trying to increase our presence in Karnataka. So we have actually a lot to do in Karnataka. We're still, number 3 or number 4, and by a distance to the number 1 over there. Then we have Tamil Nadu, we have Kerala. Then if we move slightly further north, Maharashtra. So in this entire region, we can cater, depending on the states, you are catering to anywhere between 300 million population to 500 million population. 30 crores to 50 crore kind of a population is there. So we have 3 plants. 2 are in Kakinada and 1 is in Krishnapatnam. These all are in the state of Andhra Pradesh. So at Krishnapatnam, we have 1,000 ton per day refining capacity, which involves sunflower, palm, and palm kernel oils. Palm kernel oils go for the confectionery segment. Then at Kakinada, we have 2 refineries. One is 350 tons per day sunflower, and at Kakinada, the new refinery which we commissioned about just about a year ago, which has got about 1,100 tons of refining capacity, again sunflower and palm. So all in all, we've got about 2,500 tons per day. The next plan was another refinery, which, given the way the market is behaving, and actually this pandemic has perhaps accelerated a shift towards branded or packaged food, right? So we will our expansion plans we will have to start working on very soon. The next expansion, again, we have to narrow down the location. Most likely it will be in the similar geography where we are, and that will be perhaps another 300 crore project. Most likely somewhere in South India, possibly at Krishnapatnam, where we have our existing refinery. We were also evaluating a plant in Odisha, in Gopalpur port. So in either of these two locations, we will decide to go ahead with our next expansion. I think it will definitely grow in certain segments, as I said, because the at-home consumption has increased. There is a change in lifestyle. There's a change in eating habits. Out-of-home consumption is reducing, but at-home consumption is increasing. So what that means for the edible oil segment is that there are the oils which are consumed in the house across the country, be it sunflower oil or soybean oil, mustard oil, rice bran oil, groundnut oil, etc. All these oils, the demand will actually increase. Whereas the demand for the palm oil, which is a out-of-home consumed oil in restaurants and hotels, will probably decrease. Right. So in terms of volume terms, it depends on which side of the market you are on or which segment you're catering to. Your volume may increase or decrease. So in our case, most likely we'll obviously have a volume increase because we are largely in the at-home consumption segment, or as I mentioned, we are catering to the biscuit companies or snack food companies whose demand is growing as well as we speak. So for Gemini, this year our turnovers again would this financial year turnovers most likely will undergo an increase. From January onwards, once the virus was detected in China and was building in China, so Chinese demand collapsed.
Okay.
So that triggered the market to start falling. The Indian demand was also very sluggish for the first 3 months, Jan, Feb, March. So palm prices and other oil prices, sunflower oil prices, other soybean oil prices, all actually crashed. They came down by almost 40 to 50%. Interestingly, April onwards, ever since lockdowns have been imposed in a large part of the world and especially in India, the oil prices actually rallied. So that was perhaps a fear that people didn't want to get stocked out. They didn't know what was coming, whether the supply chain will work or not. So there was a lot of pull-in of oil across the world, be it in Europe, be it in India, be it in the North America. And China was anyway beginning to open up a little bit, so they had started taking more. So the oil prices actually rallied from April onwards till June. I mean, we see that there's a lot of demand destruction that will be there in the world, be it on biodiesel or be it on food demand. It just takes in a commodity, it just takes 5 to 7% of swing in the demand or supply to make the market either shoot up or crash down. So right now it's very well placed because of certain production issues which were there at the origins. And of course, higher demand actually, which is contradictory to what we would have expected. But maybe for the next 6 months, demand could slacken and prices then may cool off.